Hello, today we are going to talk about volume of prisms and cylinders. What you have to realize about volume is basically filling up a container. It's how much you have inside, whether it be water, popcorn, whatever it may be. Where a surface area is more like wrapping paper, how much is going to go on my outside. So with volume, we have this formula that you see different little variations of it only because of your base, but in essence, it's just volume equals area of the base times the height. Because you're going to fill up that base, and then you're going to fill it up to the top of the rim of the height of the object. Basically what it is. So let's first start with our nice little prism, our rectangular prism. The only thing I can draw quickly. All right, so I have this rectangular prism. So my length is 5, my width is 3, and my height is 2. Now, with that, you typically have seen the formula say, we know that volume is the area of the base times the height. If you look on your formula sheet, though, you're going to see volume equals length times width times height. Well, you have to realize something. What is the area of this base? Exactly, your base is a rectangle. So if I'm talking about the area of the base, that's where I get the length and the width. You're going to see as you move through mathematics, the things that were there before. So when you did this one back in 6th grade, when you did this, the volume of the prism, the formula you had was volume equals length width height. So you'll see it still on the formula sheet that way, but if you Google it, sometimes it might say volume equals area of the base times height. Just don't be confused. You're super smart. Not a problem. So with that here, all I have to do, and this is what I love about volume, is plug it in. I have a length, I have a width, I have a height. Just shove it on in. 5 times 3 times 2. Now, my units are cubed. Why? Because I have 3 different unknowns. I have this unknown, and this unknown that are all meters, so I end up having meters cubed. Easy. Love volume. Volume's nice and easy. So now we get to our triangular prism. Is he going to be any harder? No. So I'm going to draw a triangle, draw one kind of up in space, and connect the matching vertices. All right, so now with this right here, and I kind of made it look funny because I connected the one at the base. That's fine. So with this one right here, my base here, how do I know it's a triangular pyramid? I have 2 triangles, prism. With the prisms, remember you always have 2 bases that match. So because I have 2 bases that are triangles and I have sides that are rectangles, it's a triangular prism. So with that, I need a little bit more information. So with my base right here, for my arrow base, you know I'm going to have something written here as like a triangle. So I'm going to make him 7 inches, and I'm going to make him 6 inches tall. Then I'm going to say here I have 8 inches. Now, this is the height of the base because it's a triangle. This is the height of my prism. Remember, the height of the prism always comes between the 2 bases, and that's important because in my formula, you're using this guy. That's the height they're referring to when they say area of the base times the height. So just keep that in mind. So when I have my volume equals the area of the base times the height, now when I shove in my area of my base, the area of my base is 1/2 times base times height. That's just the area of a triangle because the base is a triangle times the height here of the figure. That's why they don't put, hey, a triangular prism is 1/2 times b times h times h. It would be too confusing. That's the area of the base, and that's the height in my base. That's why they differentiate and don't give you to it up front. It's still all a little plug-in. So 1/2. In my base, I have 7 as the bottom. The height of my base is 6. The height of my whole figure was 8. Again, just put it all into the calculator. inches, sorry, cubed. Now, when you do this again, remember, this height is my base, this height is my figure, okay? And so you just got to kind of remember when they're talking about the area of the base, think about your base, think about what flat figure it is, and that's what the area of the base is. Volume's so much nicer than surface area. It's one big thing. All right, so now my last one is the cylinder. You've done cylinders for years, but we're just going to review him quickly. All right, so with my cylinder, again, if you look on your formula sheet, it's still going to be volume equals area of the base times the height, but you'll notice on your formula sheet it says pi r squared h. Again, circle, circle. That's all it is. Circle, circle. So now my volume equals pi times my radius squared times my height. And remember, if the line's halfway across, it's indicating a radius. If it's all the way across, it's indicating a diameter. So I'm going to leave the first one in terms of pi. So I have 25 squared times 8 gives me 200 pi. If it asks you for it in terms of pi, you just multiply the numbers, keep the pi. And if I multiply it by 3.14, or pi, easy schmeezy. All right, guys, you have an awesome day. Hope you have fun doing all your work. Thank you.